en el décimo.
Boleto gratis al país de los sueños, cortesía de Joyce y da el campanazo. El nuevo
¡Ay,
rey
ay,
de los
ay!
británicos ha llegado aquí en Londres y por ESPN Knockout. No puede seguir
Wow.
Daniel Dubois y pone rodilla en tierra. Se acabó la pelea. ¡Oh, sorpresa!
¡Wow!
Apagó la dinamita de Dubois, el Juggernaut
Speed
Joyce.
it up for you
Y
guys.
bueno, el campeonato de la Organización Mundial, cómo es disciplinado, cómo aguantó primero el vendaval y después con mucho orden y disciplina provocó esto. Provocó esto,
El
muchachos.
jab. Mira. No,
Eso.
no, no.
Alright, I'm gonna pause it right there, man. I was surprised, man. Daniel Dubois was expected to win that fight. Dubois was expected to win that fight, man. Um, Joe Joyce's jab, man. He has a really really good jab, but that's mainly that was the key for the fight was his jab. He used his jab pretty well. Joe Joyce, I had him win like most of the rounds. I mean I gave like um Dubois maybe like 2 3 rounds, but just he couldn't do anything about those jabs. I like the way how like Daniel Dubois looked. I really thought Dubois was gonna win this fight, but then Joe Joyce was just the better man and just took out the like the champ, man. I wouldn't say the champ, but but Joe Joyce, man, he is improving a lot. Like like I want to I don't want to see him fight Joshua now, but if he keeps this up, I'll give him maybe I would say like 3 more fights, 3 more big fights, and then maybe he can maybe he can fight Joshua because his jab is amazing. Like he has long arms, he did good, keeping his range, using his jab. But for Dubois, man, I don't know what's next for him. Maybe get another fight and then, maybe and if he wins that fight, maybe a rematch with Joe Joyce, but I highly doubt that that's gonna happen because um just Dubois didn't look like he wanted to fight anymore. You know, that was impressive. That was very very impressive work from Joe Joyce. The first fight I ever seen of Joe Joyce, and the first fight I seen of Joe Joyce was when he fought Berman Stavern. At the time I did not know who Joe Joyce was, so I was going for Berman Stavern. If you guys do not know who Berman Stavern is, his most common fight the most popular fight that people notice him about is the Wilder fight when he that's the only person that went all the way with Deontay Wilder. Um yeah. Joe Joyce always had a good jab. Joe Joyce always had a good jab. You know, that was the key to the win. To you know, was it TKO? Yeah, no, I think it was KO. I don't know, but he stopped him. You know, he was just a better man. And I gotta take my hats off to him, bro. Joe Joyce at first, I always thought his punches were super lazy, man. But now he's improving a lot. I gotta give respect to Joe Joyce. He's improving a lot. I think his next fight should be not Deontay Wilder, but maybe Luis Ortiz or cause you gotta give Joe Joyce bigger fights, cause he did beat um Daniel Dubois. So I think you should find maybe Luis Ortiz, um what's his name? Andy Ruiz or maybe Otto Wallin. Like those kind of fighters, pretty much. In my opinion, if he fought Otto Wallin, I think Joe Joyce would beat Otto Wallin. I think well, Otto Wallin is a bigger man, but like that would be a good test for him. Um, but it would be actually a cool fight if he fought Luis Ortiz. Because people are you know, like people aren't really giving Luis Ortiz credit because he lost to Deontay Wilder. Luis Ortiz is a very, very he's a good fighter. He has a lot of power, that's for sure. He has a lot of power. I gotta say that, but back to Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce, man, like if he keeps this up and he's beating all these guys, he might be one of my favorites, man. Um, but right now, he gotta show me a little more. Like if he beats guys like Luis Ortiz or people in his weight class that are around his kind of level, I'll give my hats off to him. If he beats guys like Luis Ortiz, Otto Wallin, or Tom Shorts, he'll be one of my top favorites. You know, um, but man, he was just I was amazed from his work though. Um, I was very amazed. Like Daniel Dubois, he got exposed by Joe Joyce. Just wow. I think Daniel Dubois underestimated Joe Joyce because he thought that he was this kind of bum, but Joe Joyce is not a bum. He's a very talented fighter. He doesn't have that many fights, but he is a very talented fighter. I gotta give my hats off to him, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. That's all I gotta say for this one. Thank y'all for watching this video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm Fight Media 360, and I'll see y'all next time.